The disturbing pattern of abuse, a complete breakdown of Diddy's alleged crimes. The allegations against Sean "Diddy" Combs paint a horrifying picture of a man who allegedly used his power and influence in the music industry to systematically abuse and exploit vulnerable people for decades. What begins as isolated incidents in the 1990s appears to have escalated into an organized pattern of alleged sexual violence, trafficking, and physical abuse that continued well into the 2020s. The earliest accusations date back to Diddy's early days at Uptown Records, where he allegedly assaulted 2 women at an after-party in the 1990s. Around the same time, he reportedly drugged and assaulted a college student named Joy during a date, then shared video of the assault with friends. These weren't isolated incidents, but rather the beginning of what would become a lifelong pattern of alleged predatory behavior. As Diddy's fame and fortune grew in the 2000s, so too did the scope of his alleged crimes. His infamous white parties in the Hamptons, while publicly known as glamorous industry events, allegedly served as hunting grounds for potential victims. Most disturbing are accounts from a then 16-year-old referred to as Anonymous, who claims Diddy promised career opportunities in exchange for sexual acts. The allegations involving Cassie Ventura reveal an especially brutal pattern of alleged abuse. Their decade-long relationship, which began when she was just 19, allegedly included forced participation in Diddy's so-called freak-offs, multi-day sex parties where women were reportedly drugged and forced to perform with male sex workers while being filmed. The shocking hotel surveillance footage showing Diddy violently attacking Cassie in 2016 provides undeniable proof of at least some of the physical abuse she endured. The scope of Diddy's alleged operation became even clearer with producer Lil Rod's lawsuit, which describes being drugged and waking up naked in Diddy's bed after being hired to document the music mogul's activities. More disturbingly, Lil Rod claims he was forced to film the alleged drugging and assault of minors as part of his job. The floodgates opened in 2022 when New York's Adult Survivors Act created a 1-year window for victims to file civil suits regardless of statutes of limitations. Cassie's lawsuit was quickly followed by others from Joy, Lisa, Anonymous, and dozens more. The sheer volume of allegations, with reports of up to 120 additional lawsuits pending, suggests this wasn't just personal misconduct, but an alleged criminal enterprise enabled by Diddy's wealth and industry power. Federal investigators appear to have built a strong case, with Homeland Security raids uncovering physical evidence, including drugs and those infamous 1,000 bottles of baby oil. The charges, sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution, indicate authorities view this as organized criminal activity rather than isolated incidents. What makes these allegations particularly disturbing is their duration and the apparent ease with which Diddy allegedly operated for decades without consequence. The pattern suggests a man who believed his celebrity status placed him above the law and an industry that turned a blind eye to repeated red flags. As more evidence emerges and additional victims potentially come forward, the full scope of Diddy's alleged crimes may prove even more horrifying than what's already been revealed. The case serves as a stark reminder of how unchecked power can enable systemic abuse and why legal protections like the Adult Survivors Act are so crucial for delivering justice when traditional systems fail. While Diddy maintains his innocence, the mountain of allegations and evidence suggests this may finally be the reckoning his accusers have waited decades to see.